Here. I want to talk to you briefly today. I normally like going live very early in the morning when I can because it's quiet and it's peaceful. But it's a little bit later in the morning. This morning, I just got back from working out. And as I was working out, I came across a question that I want to address. I think it'll be a good topic to address live with all of you. And the question, she probably doesn't want me to identify her name. I won't say her name. This is from a female, and the question is, how do you release them with love without breaking them in pieces? Any suggestions on this? My goal was to live a healthy lifestyle this year and many years ahead. And this was in reference to me talking about being in a toxic relationship with somebody who constantly hurts you. Okay. I'm not talking about someone who, you had a falling out. I believe in relationships, you have a falling out. Falling outs happen, disagreements happen when you're in a relationship with somebody. Um, you may argue, but it's all in how you handle those situations. For example, me and my wife, if we argue, it'll be a quick disagreement. Hey, I feel this way, I feel this way. Can we come to a common ground? And if there isn't a common ground there, then then we agree to put it on the back burner. We agree to put it on the back burner, and then kind of cooler heads prevail. We agree to put it on the back burner, and then when we're calm, cool, and collected, we come back. We come back, and we think about we come back and we address this topic again. Okay, well, I didn't want to go here. You want to go here. What if we meet somewhere in the middle? And 9 times out of 10, we can meet each other in the middle after we had a cool off period. So, but I'm not even talking about that type of relationship. I'm talking about when you're in a toxic relationship where the person has hurt you over and over and over again. All right. With the intention of hurting you. With the intention of hurting you. There's a difference between a disagreement and an argument and someone who's intentionally hurting you, someone who constantly cheats on you, someone who constantly is cussing you out, someone who constantly, I see your name is Law, hi Law. We're talking about a question here, and it's about how do you release somebody with love without breaking their heart. All right, so we're talking being in a toxic relationship. So if you're here to talk about that, you're in the right place. Nice to have you. So someone who, hi the one, hi, someone who is hurting you. I'm talking about emotionally, but physically can be an issue too, right? Physically can be an issue too. But I'm specifically talking about someone who's emotionally hurting you. All right. And you've addressed the situation. You've addressed the situation and it still continues. So this isn't the first time, this isn't the second time, this isn't the third time. We're on the 5, 6, 7. It's happened multiple times where you've had conversation with somebody and they've continually hurt you deeply, broken your heart deeply, betrayed your trust deeply. And you don't know, you kind of know what you want to do, but you kind of don't. You're like, I know I need to move on. However, I'm concerned about this other person's heart. And we get that. We feel that way. Typically, people pleasers feel that way. When you're a people pleaser, you just want to make someone happy. You tend to, even if you're in a toxic situation, you tend to still consider that person's heart. I mean, people who just have, if you're just a person in general and you have a heart, you usually consider someone else's feelings, before your own. And I want you to consider a few key things. A few key things as you are looking to let that person go. And one of those things is, how are you honestly feeling? Right? Before you even take a look at, okay, well, I don't this is gonna break them. They're already feeling horrible about themselves. I know that they come from a horrible upbringing. I want you to consider your broken pieces. You're thinking about, okay, well, will this break them into pieces? But what pieces do you even have left? This person has hurt you over and over and over again, cheated on you over and over again, betrayed your trust over and over again, cussed you out over and over again, called you out your name over and over again. You've had conversations about this, but it continues. It continues. They keep doing things that trigger you. It continues. How many pieces do you have left? Do you even have any pieces? Do you even have enough pieces to love somebody else? See, we get so caught up sometimes in the relationship and the optics of the relationship. What will people think? What will this person think? What will mine think? What will my mom think? What will my friends think? What about your heart? Have you considered your own heart? Have you considered the damage that has been done? Do you know that the longer you stay in a toxic relationship, the more hurtful it is to you and your future spouse, your future kids, your kids you may have now, your interactions, even in the workplace. It affects everything. Affects everything. It affects everything about you, because the longer you allow allow someone to hurt you, right? The more walls you put up, right? The more walls you put up, the more like they betrayed your trust once, you put up a part of the wall. They betrayed your trust twice, you put up a little wall. It keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. So the walls get so high that you don't let anyone else through. You don't let anyone else through. And now, when the right person comes your way, you can't even love them. You can't even love them. You can't even love them because you're still caught up on how you were hurt last year. You were still caught up on how you were hurt 2 years ago. You're still caught up on that toxic relationship that you should have let go earlier. So this is what happens. The longer you stay in a situation, oh, I don't want to hurt his feelings. Oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings, or whatever the case may be. They were left alone for long periods of time as a kid. They had a horrible, so on and so forth. I get that. I get that. But while you allow that, it's hurting you and it's hardening your heart. And that's not what love is supposed to be, right? My Bible tells me that love is patient, love is kind. Love doesn't keep a record of wrongs. Is that the kind of relationship you're in? Or is this person keeping track of all your wrongs, everything you've done wrong? They can't let it go even after it's been discussed. All right? They're not patient with you. They're doing things that are harmful to you. They're not kind to you. Right? If someone can't even treat you with enough decency to just be a joy in your life and try to do the best to be nice to you, to be kind to you, you're in the wrong relationship. It's not even a relationship. It's not. You're in a situation that can put you in therapy for years. I know people who had one bad relationship for too long, let it go on for too long, and they've been in therapy the last 10, 15 years off of that one relationship. One person put them in therapy for over a decade. One person put them in therapy for over 5 years because they let it go on for way too long. What pieces do you have left? What pieces do you have left? And take those small pieces. I'll be less concerned with breaking them into pieces and more concerned with the pieces that you have left. And pick up the little bit of self-esteem you have left. Pick up the little bit of hope you have left. Pick up the little bit of self-respect you have left and get out of that situation. And here's how you release them with love. You tell them, this ain't working for me. You continue to hurt me. We've discussed this so many times. This isn't the first time. This isn't the second time. This isn't the third time. You continue to hurt me. You continue to do things that trigger me. I told you the things that really, really hurt me deeply. And you continue to do those things. And so because you continue to do those things and there hasn't been a change, and all these many times, 1, 2, 3, 4, all these many times, there hasn't been a change. I now have to take care of me and my well-being and my emotional state. And I have to consider me first and love me first. It seems like you're hurting, but I have to love me first and I have to leave the situation. I can't allow you to continually do this. So we have to part our separate ways. And if you have enough gusto, if you have enough, chutzpah, whatever they call it, if you have enough within you, bravery to say to them this key sentence, say to them, and I think it would be in your best interest to go and get some help too. Because you're worried about breaking their heart and breaking them into pieces. But, they may already be a broken person. So you're worried about breaking them, but they've already been broken somewhere else in their life. And so it's not that you're breaking them more into pieces, all right? It's you are giving them, hopefully, the push that they need to get the help that they need. Because the person that you may be dealing with who's been hurting you over and over again, even though you've talked about it many times over, and it just keeps just this cycle, oh, I'm sorry, I'll get better. And they just keep doing it over and over again. That person may need to address something that happened to them way long ago. And they may need clinical help and or spiritual help. And I go like this, not to say that I hope so, but this is together. They probably need clinical and spiritual help together to help them address what's going on within them and fill the void within them first, and talk out what happened within them and have a professional talk to them before they should be in a relationship, period. So that may be the push that they need. So you're not hurting them. You may actually be helping them for their next relationship. And then you may have somebody who may tell you, hey, no, don't leave me. Hey, good morning. Hey, don't leave me. And I'm going to go and get help. Okay, that's fine. But listen, the damage has already been done. So you have to tell them, go and get the help that you need. But unfortunately, we have to part our separate ways. Don't get pulled into the trap of somebody who tells you, okay, I'm going to get help so they can stay with you. All right. And then they go and get help once, twice. And then they come back and they hurt you again. This can't continue, because what you allow to continue, you're telling the other person in your relationship that this is okay and I accept this. All right. If they go and get fake help and just come back and hurt you again, you're saying, okay, I like the fact that you're hurting me, so please keep on doing it. That's what you're saying through your actions and through your behaviors. You're telling them that it's okay, and that's not helping you, like I said, and that's not helping them either. Nobody is getting helped by staying in this toxic, hurtful place, in this toxic, hurtful relationship. So you have to take whatever you have left and move forward. Move forward. Don't take it anymore. Don't be somebody's footstool anymore. Don't be somebody's pushover anymore. Don't be somebody's punching bag anymore. Sometimes people get so mad at the world, right, that they come home and they turn you into their punching bag. Don't be that punching bag anymore. Don't be it. Don't be it. They need to address their situation. And people pleasers also have a tendency to think that they can help everybody. If the person doesn't want help, then you can't help them. If the person doesn't want help, you cannot help them at all. You cannot help them at all. And honestly, the level of help that they may need, level of help that they may need, you may not even be trained for all of that. And you deserve better. You deserve more. You deserve more in your life. You deserve someone who will treasure your heart. Someone who will treasure your heart. Not somebody who will destroy your heart. Not somebody who will take your heart and go like this to it. Pulling it to pieces. Pulling it to pieces. I don't care about you. I don't care about your emotions. I don't care about what triggers you. I don't care about your pain. Tearing your heart to pieces. You want someone to treasure your heart. You want someone who will take your heart and they'll hold it like this. But that only comes with somebody who values themselves. That only comes from somebody who values themselves, who has gone through their own healing period, who understands who they are and what they want. Somebody playing games, they're not going to treasure your heart. Somebody playing games, they're just going to take your heart and just keep tearing it. Just keep tearing it. Just keep tearing it. Just playing games with you. But somebody who loves themselves, they don't have reason to play around with you. And that's what you should get. That's what you deserve. Do you believe that? Do you believe that you deserve better in your life? Do you believe that you deserve true love? Do you believe that you deserve somebody who treasures your heart? Do you believe that you deserve somebody who wants to get to know you on a deeper level, who wants to build a life with you? If you believe that, then all of this is hanging in the balance the longer you stay in this bad relationship today. And you could be missing out. You don't want to spend the best years of your life dealing with trying to help somebody who doesn't want help. Oh, I'll take you to therapy, or I'll bring you to an AA meeting. Now, that may be something you may have to do. You may have to do that, but then there should be a change in behavior. But in my experience, when you deal with a toxic person for a long period of time, nothing you can say at this point can change them outside of I'm walking away. And the damage may already be done, so you may not even be able to come back to that relationship, but that may, if they're not hurt to the point where they're just beyond help, that may be the push that they need. I know men who've gone on, who've been in bad situations, and they were the problem, and their girlfriend said, "No, I can't deal with this. Like, you ain't gonna be talking to me like this. Like, this ain't going." And they was like, "Oh shoot, man, I lost a good one. Let me go get my butt into some therapy." And that was the push they needed, but they weren't beyond getting help. They realized, "Oh shoot, I really need help," and they went and they got the help that they needed. So you could be that push. But in the meantime and in between time, it's time for you to walk and move on. Time for you to walk and move on. I'm gonna go look at these comments. Okay, people just saying good morning. I think I already said good morning to Timothy. People playing around in the comments, but I'm not here to play. I'm not here to play this morning. I'm only gonna be on for a couple more minutes. I'm not here to play. I'm addressing a question that is, how do you release somebody with love without breaking them into pieces? This is somebody who wants to live they said, my goal is to live a healthy lifestyle this year and many years ahead. You want to live a healthy lifestyle, you can't worry about it. You can't worry about this person any longer. If you've already done your best to try and talk to them, and you already went and got somebody else to help talk to them. Someone says, Philippians 4:4, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. All right, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. There is no shame in walking away if it's for your health. There's no shame in walking away if it's going to improve you. There's no shame in walking away if you want to live a healthy lifestyle emotionally, all right, and spiritually. These things can't continue. Again, I'm going to recap. I'm going to get ready to get off of this thing today. Thank you for joining me on this morning for this little while we've been on. The longer you stay in a toxic situation, the more your internal walls get raised, the more you become leery of other people, the more you begin to resist people when they try to get to know you. And when you do that, you may miss the person who's been preparing themselves for you. You may miss the person who may truly love you. You may miss the person who has their stuff together, that wants to be that person for you, who wants to be the person for you, who wants to love on you. You may miss that because you spent too much time fooling around with these jokers, and the walls get so raised up that you can't even see the difference now between the real and the fake. All right. And I don't want you to be in that situation. I don't want you to continue to hurt. I don't want you to continue to be in pain. I don't want you to continue to think, oh, things will get better. Oh, that's just, they just get mad sometimes when they drink. No, no, that's not acceptable. And if you allow this, then you're saying, okay, keep doing it. What you allow continues. What you don't put a stop on, what you don't put regulation on, it can grow out of control. And I don't want you. I don't want that for you. And anyone who's listening this morning, they don't want that for you. So think about that today. Think about where the kind of love you want, the kind of person you want to love on you, and where you stand in your relationship today, and the things you've addressed that haven't gotten better. And after you've weighed all those things, if the answer is, hey, this is now a cycle that we're in. This is now a cycle that we're in, and there's no, I don't see any relief anytime soon. Run. Run, get out of it as fast as you can. All right. Whew. Y'all take care.